What's up, everybody? Big Kirk 916, and you're tuned into another edition of my vlog. I'm all about the positivity and motivating people to do something positive with their life and creating change, because I know it's rough out there sometimes and you need a little pep talk here and there. And today I want to talk about free thinking. And by free thinking, I'm talking about, are you actually creating your own original thoughts? Or are all your thoughts being dictated to you? And sit back and think about that for a minute. Because you think that you're thinking in a thought that came out of your head, but actually it might have came out of somebody else's head. Maybe you saw a commercial. Maybe you heard something at school. Maybe somebody told you something at church. Or maybe you heard it on the radio. Before you act, you got to really think, am I thinking my own thought? Or is somebody programming me? You know, there's a lot of things that have been misinformed, that have been changed to benefit certain individuals, certain institutions. And because of the way society is, nobody questions it. You know, a lot of times people are educated by things that have no business educating them. Whether it's Hollywood movies, whether it's fictional books. And one thing you have to remember, anything that was written by a man has been flundered. Yeah, flundered. That means it's been altered, it's been changed, it's been, made to benefit their agenda. So we look at a lot of the history books, the way they depict the Native Americans. Straight bullshit. You know what I mean? The Africans, the slave trade, straight bullshit. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm saying, fuck yeah, it happened. But I'm saying the way they depict it, it was worse than that. It was worse, man. They treated motherfuckers horrible. And the indignification that was sustained by that race, the black race, still exists today in the mentality of a lot of these blacks who haven't been able to break that cycle. And I mean, just look at the Native Americans. They're damn near all alcoholics. They've been pushed onto a reservation with nothing around them, and all they do is get their casino checks and drink. I know a lot of Native Americans. I did time with them, and a lot of them are fucked up, man. That fire water, you know? And so free thinking means do your own research. Look into the things that you talk about before you start talking about them. Are you really speaking the truth? Or are you speaking someone else's interpretation of the truth? You know, you got all these different religions that people have died for, that people give up their fucking income for, and yet they can't pay their own bills, but they're giving up 15-20% because somebody told them that they have the divine word. Why? Who said? Why can't my word be divine? Why can't your word be divine? Who said it's not divine? If this man who is so-called a prophet, who said they're not prophets today? That's what I mean by free thinking. Everybody thinks shit just happened in the past and there's no new prophets, there's no new disciples. Yes, there are. There's a lot of them. You just can't hear them because you're clouded by the old bullshit, which a lot of it's been changed. It's not the truth. Do your homework. You know, a lot of people want us to believe that, you know, certain pigmentation doesn't have the intelligence. Well, they're full of shit. You know, when you go through your history, a lot of the things that are claimed by certain individuals were actually created by others who had no right to those inventions. It happened all the time. motherfucker would get whipped for trying to read. So, we talk about free thinking, man, get your mind out the dirt, man, and don't let the things around you dictate what you see. It's all an illusion. It's like the Matrix, man. You want to change your fucking reality, change the way you think. You know, I'm in the park right now. Birds whistling, squirrels running around, cars driving by. But I could easily be somewhere in another environment that's not as nice, not as tranquil. But I created this reality. I tapped into this program. Therefore, I'm free thinking. I've had somebody telling me what to do, and I didn't like it. I've had people try to convince me that I'm supposed to act a certain way. I didn't like it. I had people try to change me. I didn't like it. I'm gonna be me. If you don't like it, then get out of my life. And that's how you should look at people who try to tell you that you're going to hell, that you're not doing this, therefore you're not gonna get that. If it's working for you and you're not hurting nobody, fuck them. You know what I mean? But don't come around preaching to me what makes your belief any better than my belief. If you're content with your reality and your belief, then that's what you're supposed to be believing in. You're plugged in. Now, to get unplugged and to think outside the box and to actually be conscious requires a lot more effort. That's the blue pill. You know? You got the red and you got the blue pill. Which one you want to take? I know a lot of people say, fuck that, man. I love being plugged in. Well, stay plugged in. You know? Stay plugged in, stay in the dark. Stay listening to those who tell you what to do and how you should act and dress. And I'm gonna stay elevating, because I know that there's other things out there, and I know that the information a lot of times has been hidden. I've read a lot of books that wouldn't be allowed in the school today because of the content, because of just the message. And the sad thing is, a lot of those books I had to go to prison to get them. I used to read books that OGs gave me who have been down 20 years, and I'm like, where the fuck did you get this book at? Man, youngster, don't let nobody else read it. Just give it back when you're done. And I used to be blown away, man. And I used to try to read the book as fast as possible so that they wouldn't get upset for me holding the book too long. That's how valuable it was. Motherfuckers would get their wig split over a motherfucking book if it came up missing. That's how serious it was. So when I come back into society and I'm seeing what's going on, I have a whole nother perspective. I'm now awake. I see the code. And I understand that I was being programmed, that I wasn't thinking freely before I got locked up, that my conscience was being dictated by somebody else. Well, no more. It's all about the free thinking, baby. Be a free thinker. Look for things that are not necessarily right in front of your face, and question everything. If a motherfucker says something to you, ask them why. And if they say, well, and then say, well, what? But don't just sit there and take it. And don't think that the way that you're living now is the way that you have to live. You can change that if you choose to. Be a free thinker. Think outside the box. Look for opportunities that don't necessarily look like an opportunity. I'm not saying rob a bank like what I did. Fuck no, don't do that. But look for things that are opportunistic that may be eluding you because you're not thinking freely. Big Herc 916. I'm out.